Mm-hmm. And we welcome you back to Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh for the start of the second quarter between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everybody. Sports Time Machine going to bring you second quarter game between the Steelers and the Chiefs. So Pittsburgh will have the ball first and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Again, folks, we are rolling our own dice. So please enjoy yourself and sit back for an exciting game. So we're going to go ahead and get in our pro set formation as Stallworth brings his offense to the line of scrimmage. And they have not run the ball effectively today, so they're going to run an off tackle to Franco Harris here to see if they can get something going. So here we go. Let's make sure you're seeing at home all the plays. I hope I have it set up correctly. And hopefully you guys see everything at home the way it should be. And I'll go ahead and input the dice as we see it. So here comes the dice roll. It is going to be a 5, so there's no penalty on the play. It's going to be a 4 and a 6. So let's see, it should be on the defensive card. Let's see what the owner says. It's a 4 and a 2. So it's a 6. Here comes the run. Yep, off tackle Harris on the defensive card. And could be a fumble. Let's see what happens. We're gonna roll we're gonna 2 red dice on the fumble. And it's gonna be a 5. So it's a 2 and a 3. According to this, it looks like he may. Let's see if he recovers though. It is a fumble. It's gonna be a fumble plus 1. Let's see who recovers it now. Again, it's going to be 2 dice needed. It's going to be a 3. I think that recovery will go. Let's see who it goes to. Fumble recovered by player. Roll 2 dice. Let's roll 2 dice. It's going to be a 3 and a 3. Let's see what that does. Here comes the run by Harris. He's going to cough it up, though. There's going to be a fumble on the play. Let's see. There it is. Let's see who recovers. Does Pittsburgh get it back? And let's see, Pittsburgh has recovered their own loose fumbles, so Harris will jump on it. So luckily, Franco Harris recovers it. Craig Wolfley is right there on the spot, making it a second down for the Steelers at their own 40. So not a way they want to start this second period off. Kansas City has controlled the first quarter if you were here. And now they're going to try to throw a ball again. They're going to try to throw to Swan. We're going to see what happens when they do so. So now it's time to roll the dice. Here we go. Time to snap the ball. Here it is. Is it going to be? It's going to be a 1. So it's a possible penalty flag on the play. And then the die is going to be a 2. So it should be on the offense on a 6 and a 4. So a possible offensive penalty has been called. We'll keep the same 2 as the dice here, and a 6 and a 4 there. And let's see, here it comes. It's going to be a right on Bradshaw. Does he throw? Incomplete. And it could be a penalty on the play. Let's see maybe what the call will be. Bradshaw will step back, look for Swan over the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Let's see what the call is. It's holding on Pittsburgh. So Kansas City will accept it. That'll bring them 2nd and 19 now at their own 30. So Pittsburgh moving backwards now. About 14 minutes to play here in the first half. As it's now 2nd and 19. So Pittsburgh will again probably have to start throwing the ball. They're going to look for Stallworth, who's had some good catches in today's game. So let's see what happens. We're going to go ahead and snap the ball. Here comes the roll. It's going to be a 4, so there should be no penalty or anything. It's a 5 and a 3. Let's see what a 5. Let's see what it should be. Actually, it should be a 5. I remember. and then it should be a 2. It should be a 2 and a 1. So let's see, on a 3, possible 12 yards on the catch. And that's a 2 to 8 if he can get it. Does he get the 8? It's a 6. So he should catch the ball. That's not going to be enough for a first down. 12 yards to Stallworth, and it'll be 3rd and possibly a makeable 7. So a good catch as Stallworth came back for the ball. Still left them a big short, so Stallworth still with a good catch. So 3rd and 7 for Bradshaw and the Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh again going to the line of scrimmage in the huddle, looking what Kansas City brings them. They're going to try to make the play here and see if they're going to try to go to Cunningham. They're going to try to go to their tight end here. Let's see if he can make a big catch here. It's going to be a 4, so there's no kind of pass rush. It's going to be a 3, and it's going to be a 7. So a 1 and a 6 was on there. So we go to the 1 and the 6. Here comes Bradshaw. It was right. It's going to be a must run. So Harris is going to try to run the ball here. So let's see what Harris does on the run. It's going to be a 9. Oh, not what you want on a must run. You want small results. 9 on the must run. It will only get him 2 yards, and I think I'll have to bring on Craig Colquitt. So Bradshaw was flushed out of the pocket, and he decided to run out of there. He had 3 opportunities on the roll to get a first down, but Kansas City brings him down short, and will bring on Colquitt on a 4th and 5 from their own 44. So here comes Colquitt out of Tennessee. He's going to punt it here. Pittsburgh used about 2 minutes on the clock. Not able to get anything going. You can see if you can boom a punt down there right now. So let's see. Here's the punt. No penalty. A 5 will not be a penalty. It will be a 4 and a. It'll be a 4, and then a 1 and a 4 on the result. So it should be a booming kick. Let's see if he gets a good one off. It's going to be 48 yards. That should take him down to the 8-yard line. And it could be a forced bounce. Let's see what that will bring. That'll be a 1 there and a 5 and a 4. Let's see what that punt results. And punt bounce, roll 2 results. Let's roll it again. That's going to be a 2. Ooh. Let's see if that brings some good results here. Fumble team recovery. Oh, let's see who gets it. It's going to be a 2 and a 2. So let's see what the results is. Advanced loose ball. Oh, let's see again. We roll again. It's going to be a 5 and a 1. So a bunch of dice on the play in this case. So a punt by Colquitt. And it's a booming punt. Again, it goes roughly about 48 yards. You plus that by 44. That means the ball will bounce or be around the 8-yard line. Let's see if Kansas City decides to do anything with this. They catch it. Let's see. Nope. It bounced. And it was a fumble on the play. Let's see who's got it. And looks like Eric Harris has the loose ball. He tries to advance it. So he fumbled the punt, or it looks like it was a muff. And looks like Kansas City will get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 12. So Bill Kenny will come out on the field. Delaney and Hadnot, the running backs. Delaney had a real good first period. So we'll see how that will affect things. Pittsburgh, in my opinion, has to stop this Kansas City run game early on. So they're going to try to kind of clog up the middle on a run here, see if that's going to stop anything. Here it goes. Snap on the play. That is going to be a 6. There's nothing going there. 1-5 will be on the card on either the running back or the quarterback. Pittsburgh is hoping it's the running back so it can be stopped. See Bill Kenny on a flat pass on a 5. Luckily, one of the only things that is incomplete on the card. So Bill Kenny had a chance, but he throws it incomplete. J.T. Smith was trying to make the catch, unable to. So it's now a 2nd and 10. So now with 12:15 to play in the second period, Kansas City leading 3-0. Pittsburgh now will try to see if they can maybe bring a blitz here, bring that Pittsburgh defense to play. Here we go. It's going to be a 1. So there's a possible penalty on the play. It's going to be on the defense. If it is, it's a 6. Double threes is going to be on there. So a 3 and a 3. And then it's going to be a 6, 3 and a 3 there. So let's see how that works. Do they run the ball or do they pass? It's going to be a long pass. They're going to look. It's going to be a receiver. It is going to be a receiver. So 1 is the receiver. 4 is going to be a 1 and a 4. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, he's going to catch it for 42 yards. Holy cow. Oh, what a catch. Talking about getting a break in the system. And now let's see. So it's going to be a 3. Let's see. There is a penalty on the play. Hopefully they'll blow this one back. Otherwise, it's going to be a long pass. Bill Kenny just kind of threw a bomb out there. J.T. Smith is going to catch it and get a huge gain. And it's going to get him near midfield. And he's brought down. Let's see if there's a penalty on the play. Yes, it is. It's a holding on Kansas City. Pittsburgh will accept it, and it will decline the 42-yard catch. So Pittsburgh gets a break there, a holding on the offensive lineman. And with about 12 minutes to play here in the first half, Kansas City now has 2nd and 16 from their own 6. Let's see what we can do here. They're just going to play a standard passing defense. They don't want to get beat again. So here we go. 1-5. So a 2 is a possible pass rush. Let's see if that will work out. And that's going to be a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 4. So let's see if they got some. Let's see if they got. Nope. It's going to be a flat pass on a 5. Again, the 5 is incomplete. And again, Bill Kenny kind of got scared a little bit there in the pocket, threw it incomplete, and there's a 3rd and 16 now from their own 6. Kenny unable to make the play. They're trying to go across the field, but well covered on that play. So again, good defensive stop, 3rd and 16. And now Pittsburgh cannot let up a super big play right here. They're going to stay in their 4-3. They're not going to come out and play anything outrageous. They're going to play their short. They're going to play their short man double team. Oh, I guess we got to cover somebody. Let's go J.T. Smith on the double recovery and see if we can get this. Here we go. Here's the roll of the dice. It's going to be a 3 and a 3 on a 2-7. Let's see it's going to be a 2, then a 5 and a 2. Uh-oh, let's see. Pass rush. Let's see what that means. Hang on 1 second. Never seen that before. So 58, and then play white die will be a 2. It will be a 2 and a 2 and a 5. Let's see if there's going to be any kind of pass called. Dump white die. So they're going to end up going to the 2 there and to dump it. Let's see. This is where it gets a little bit confusing. Let's see. Not sure what to always write. So put the 2, use the same dice as before. So it's going to be a 2 and a 5. So here we go. Passing play. Jesus. So roll again, I guess. We're going to need some more dice. 6 and a 4. And let's see what happens. Here we go. Flat pass. Looks like it was going to be a dump out. Incomplete. So Bill Kenny drops back. And after all that dice rolling, it was just an incomplete off a flat pass. So it's incomplete. 4th and 16 from their own 6. Helping Grupp out the punt. And Pittsburgh should have great field position. So let's see, Pittsburgh will set back one of the returners here. Punt return is going to be set up. And let's go ahead and snap the ball. Here's the punt. And it's going to be a 5, so there's no chance of any kind of penalties, which is good. It's going to be a 2, and it's going to be a 7. So a 7 on that. Here comes the punt. It's going to be only 40 yards. So they'll take it at their own 46. Let's see what the results are going to be. and it's going to be on a 6, and it's going to be on a 4 on the return. So 2 and a 2. Oh, hang on, they're going to punt it. Let's see what happens. So Grupp will punt it. Again, he'll take him back to the at the Chief 46-yard line. So Pittsburgh will have excellent field position. Let's see if they call a fair catch, or will they allow him to run the ball. Let's see what they do, and they're going to try to run with it. Here it comes. Here comes a return from Pittsburgh. It's going to be it's going to be an 11. Sometimes that is that stupid fumble. Let's hopefully they don't find the fumble here. Oh, but he goes backwards on the play. So J.T. Smith, unable to go backwards. Pittsburgh is stopped, and they will take over. So they still get great field position, but they're pushed back 2 yards with 11:05 to play in the first half. Kansas City still holds to a 3-0 lead. Let's see if Pittsburgh now can maybe run the ball a little bit. We're going to try to go end round to Harris. One of the typical toss sweeps to Franco. See if we can get some yardage around the corners. Here comes the run, 3, so no penalties on. It's a 3 and a 7. So that could be beneficial for Harris in the running game. If he can catch Kansas City napping on a pass play, it's going to be wrong on a 7, and Franco Harris on an end around will get 6 yards. So a toss sweep to Franco around the left-hand side, gets 6, and one of his big gains of the day. So Franco Harris gets 6 yards, takes him out to the Chief 42-yard line. So again, Pittsburgh will probably go back to the same exact play here. Another end run to Harris, again, same spot. Throwing a toss sweep and see if they can get some room here. It's going to be, again, the offensive ball carrier. It's a 4, so there's no penalty. 2 on a 7, so they will be on Franco Harris's card. 4 and a 3. Let's see what the run is. Again, it's wrong. Here comes Harris. It's going to be 7. 6 yards. An end run for Franco Harris. Gets the first down. 12 yards in 2 plays. And Pittsburgh is marching down the field. First down from the Chief 36-yard line. So Pittsburgh moving that clock and running that football. Good calling here by Chuck Knoll and his offensive coordinator. So far, everything is working to perfection. Let's see if we're going to go, or maybe we'll go with Frank Pollard, one of the younger running backs for the Steeler team. See if they can maybe get Kansas City thinking offhand here. Let's see, again, it's a roll. That could be a penalty flag, and it could be on Pittsburgh. So unfortunately, Pittsburgh could get whistled for this. It's going to be a 2 and a 6. It's going to be an 8, but we'll keep the same dice roll. That's what we're going to do. 1, 2, and a 6 is 8. So let's see. It's going to be 1, 8. Let's see. It's going to be wrong. So Pollard is going to get a nice gain. He's going to get 4. Let's see if there's any kind of penalty flag. Nope, looks like they didn't call it. So no penalty flag. So Frank Pollard, the younger running back on this team, gets 4. Takes it to the Chief 32. And Pittsburgh is starting to move the ball. As again, Pittsburgh lines up in their pro set formation with under 10 minutes to play in the first half. Pittsburgh has to be able to run the ball effectively, and they can against this Kansas City defense. If we look at Kansas City's defense, computer manager, their away team, let's look up their defense. I guess I can't view their defense. I thought I could. Our team notebook way. Let's see, can I view them? Let's see if I can do that. Let me look at them. So yeah, defense against the run is supposed to be excellent. Defense against the pass is average. So we'll see. They're running the ball effectively. We'll see if they're able to do anything here. 6 and a 7. It's going to be on the defensive card. So that is not going to be what Pittsburgh wanted unless they can get a big gain on Kansas City's offense. But usually on the defensive card on a 7, it's not going to be what you want. Let's see. Nope, it's going to be about a 1-yard gain for Harris. So he's going to be tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe only gets a yard. And he's brought down at the 31 as the time clicks off here in the second quarter. Still 9:13 to play. As we'll play another second quarter today. Good views on the first game. So we'll go ahead and play the second one and see how the first and second half plays. So we have a 3rd and 5. So a very crucial play for Pittsburgh. David Trout has already missed one today. That is already telling you he is not. He came out of Pittsburgh. He's not exactly the reliable kicker Pittsburgh has wanted. So they want to get this a lot closer if they can. Let's see. It's going to be a 6. There's no penalty. It is going to be a 3 and a 7. So Bradshaw is going to be able to throw this. It's going to be a 7 on the quarterback card. Let's see, and that is going to be a first down. It was on wrong. They were guessing run, and the big tight end Benny Cunningham will get 9, get the first down, and get the Steelers 1st and 10 from the Chief 22-yard line. So Pittsburgh starts off being a big 3rd down conversion, taking it to the 22, and they continue this time with less than 9 minutes to play first half. Cunningham with a great catch. And now Pittsburgh will try to march this football down. They are again going to try to run Harris in this situation. Why not? So here we go. Running play. It's going to be a 6. No defense. 3-8. It's going to be on the Franco Harris's running card. So that is always going to be a benefit. Now let's see if the Chiefs can call wrong on this. Do they call wrong? No, he's right. But Harris is still going to turn about 4 yards on it. So Harris gets about 4 yards, and he'll get him to about the 18-yard line. He went right and brought down. So Harris with a big gain, 2nd down and 6 from inside the 20 now. So they are in the red zone. This red zone offense is brought to you by the terrible towels here in Pittsburgh. Under 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Let's see. Let's go to Stallworth not on the field here for some reason. That is not good. Let's go to maybe Randy. Let's go to Randy Grote. Let's go to JT Smith. So they'll go to a different defense. 2nd and 6 from the Chief 18-yard line. Noel looked a little bit disoriented with the team that was brought out there. I'm not sure what happened. It's gonna be on the Harris card though. It's going to be a 1 and a 7, so 3-4. Let's see if they get a break here. It's called wrong. It should work out well. That's going to be a catch for 16 yards. So Pittsburgh will have a 1st and goal opportunity. Bradshaw hits Randy Grossman, the other tight end on this Steeler team, and he hits a perfect pass up the middle, taking it goal to go. So actually it was J.T. Smith on the catch, or Jim Smith Jr. out of Michigan, 16 yards, making it a 1st and goal from the Chief 2 with 8 minutes to play. And no, we're not going to do full house. We're gonna, with the regular offense here. And we're going to go. Here comes Harris up the middle in your living room. They're going to hand the ball. They're going to hand the ball to him, see if they can get it here. It's going to be a 5. It's going to be a 1 and a 10. It's going to be on Franco's card where they want it. Let's see if they can burst through the end zone and get this touchdown. 1-10. It's wrong. Harris up the middle. Touchdown. Steelers. So a 2-yard run for Harris up the middle was not touched. Harris spikes the ball and the Steelers take the lead with less than 8 minutes to play. So Kansas City not playing smart defense on that drive. Pittsburgh able to run the ball at will. And now they'll go for the extra point, up 6-3. So here comes David Trout, local product out of Pittsburgh. They're going to see if he can kick the extra point here. Hopefully he can. It's a 9. It's going to be a 4, so no penalty on that. 1-9 should be a good conversion. So let's see, 4-5. That should be good. Let's see, the kick is 10, 11, 12, bad, and he just makes it. Holy smokes! So he gets the field goal through. So the extra point is good, and Pittsburgh takes the 7-3 lead with less than 8 minutes to play here in the first half. So now Kansas City's going to have to bring that offense on the field. They've struggled in part of this game. They really, when Bill Kenny's kind of been forced to throws where they've been really getting good, where they've been doing really good. Let's see if Trout can get a good kick. It's going to be a 2, so no penalty, and it should be an 8 on the kickoff. So 1 with a 2 and a 6. Here we go, and here comes the kickoff. It's an 8, and it's in the end zone. So Trout gets a good kick. It lands way in there. He'll take a kneel, and the Kansas City Chiefs will get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20. So it's 7:45 to play in the first half. It's Pittsburgh with a 7-3 lead. Give me one moment here, and we'll be ready to continue the ball game here. Let's see here. So Pittsburgh will now go to the defense. They're going to try to see if they can get Bill Kenny off the field in a 3 and done right now. Again, they'll just do a simple run. They don't want to overbalance anything. So see what happens. It's going to be 2. Ooh, so it's either Bill Kenny's going to have a very successful throw, or they should be able to stop their running game here. It's a 2 and a 3 and a 2. Let's see what Kansas City calls. It's going to be off tackle for Delaney, and that is going to be that could be a fumble. Let's see what the call is. It's a 4. That could be a fumble. So a 4 will be a fumble, no gain. The question is who recovers it, and it's going to be an 8. Pittsburgh could have it back. Let's see if they'll recover on this. The 8 should be a recovery. Let's see. Roll it again on the recovery. It's going to be a 2 and a 1. And let's see, the run to Delaney is up the middle. Let's see if they kick this ball loose. Oh, it was. It's a perfectly executed fumble. Does Pittsburgh have it? Yes, they do. Pittsburgh has recovered Joe Delaney's fumble. So they're going to try to go ahead and try to get some yardage with this here. On a 9. So they're going to try to move it, and they get stopped. So Tom Beasley advances the loose ball. He recovered and advances. Pittsburgh now has a chance to take a bigger lead at the half. So instead of Kansas City being out for 3 plays, they're only out there for 1 play. They get the immediate fumble and strip. Beasley with the strip. Beasley with the advance of no yards. Pittsburgh will have it, and they're in the red zone already. 7.5 to play. Again, this red zone is brought to you by Pittsburgh and their terrible towels. So Pittsburgh, again, will try to see if they can get, again, on their offense together. Looks like Franco not available here, and they will go to Frank Pollard. Again, we'll have to see why that was not the case. And it's going to be a 3, so a 3 is going to bring a 4 and a 2. So it's going to be a 3. It's going to be a 4. That's right. It's going to be a 4 and then a 6. So let's see. That's going to be a defensive play. That could work against Pittsburgh. 1 linebacker. Let's see what happens. And that could be a fumble. So if Harris could quickly have given the football right back, it's going to be a 5, and it will be a fumble. Ooh, a bad fumble for Pollard up the middle. Let's see who's got it. It will be. Let's see who recovers it. Come on, who's going to get the recovery? It's a 6. That could be an offensive recovery. Let's see what happens. And fumble recovery. Let's see who's going to recover it here. 3, 6 on a 9. So again, the ball's handed to Pollard up the middle, but he's holding it loosely. That ball's going to get loose, and it's picked. But I think Pittsburgh returned and got their own fumble back. Pittsburgh does fall on the ball. So with less than 7 minutes to play, by Russell W. Davis, the other running back out there, recovered Pollard's fumble. So Pittsburgh avoids a big mistake there. 2nd and 10 from the 20 of Kansas City, still in the red zone. So let's see if Kansas City can get a big pass here. They're going to try. They're going to look, I think. They're going to go short pass where it is. They're going to go for Stallworth. Let's see if John Stallworth can get one of those big touchdowns of his he's famous for. It's going to be a 3. Oh, it's probably be a penalty too. Let's see. The 1's a penalty, so let's see. And it will be on the offensive team too. It's a 3 and a 4 unless they call this on the defense. Let's see what the decision will be. Again, it's going to be a 3 on the white die and a total of 4. So hold your fingers here. Here it goes. And it's going to be a receiver double team. So Kansas City came out in a double team. So Bradshaw steps back, looks, throws in double coverage, and it's batted away incomplete. So Gary Barbaro came up with a nice play, perfect double teaming there, and it's now going to be a third down. So Kansas City looking to limit Pittsburgh to 3 points here with about 6.5 to play here in the first half. Steelers by 4. So now Pittsburgh goes in the huddle thinking what they're going to do here. Bradshaw looks over and sees Cunningham, who's been one of the big catching tight ends today. Their big target. Let's see if he can find him right now. Here we go. It's a 2, so there's going to be possible pass rush, but not sure they're going to get one. Let's see. It's going to be a 3 and then a 5. Ooh, could be a pass rush. Pittsburgh could be in trouble, too, and that's going to be a 3. And again, it's going to be a 2 and a 3. So a 5. Let's do it. And it's going to be a right. Oh, good pass to Cunningham. Let's see. Do they get it off? So he was rushed out of the pocket. But Bradshaw threw a perfect bullet to Cunningham, that big target. And he goes first and goal. Another big gain for Cunningham. Oh, under pressure, flushed out of the pocket, and Cunningham makes another catch for 15. First and goal from the Chief 5 with 6 minutes to play. Boy, this second quarter has been a total Pittsburgh domination. And that's what the Pittsburgh offense kind of needs right now. They want Harris on this team, and they can't find him. I was hoping they'd have Harris on this one. Harris must be hurt or something like that. Let's see. They'll go, nope, you know what? We'll go full house here, and we'll hand the ball to Sidney Thornton here. Again, Chuck Noll gives signs of David Trout. The 30-second time clock is starting to run. It's going to be a 6. It's going to be a 110, so that's going to be good. It'll be on Sidney Thornton's card. Let's see if Sidney can poke through here and get the score. Here we go. It's a right, and Thornton is going to be stuck at the line of scrimmage. Thornton, usually a very reliable running back, but boy, he was brought down and stuffed at the 5. Great play there by Mike Bell, one of the reliable defensive tackles. Again, with 6 minutes to play, 5:34 remaining here in the first half. Pittsburgh holding a 7-3 lead. NFL 1981, Pittsburgh, Kansas City. We are rolling our own dice. And let's go to Pollard, I guess. Again, looks like Harris has had a little bit of maybe too many early runs, so he's not on the field. They're going to hand the ball to Pollard here. Let's see if they can get a big game with Pollard. It's going to be a 4, so there's no penalty on the play. It's going to be a 1-5. That could be a fumble for Pollard. 1 and a 4. Usually the 5s were fumbles back in the day. Is it a fumble here? Yes, it is. But it's only a fumble on a 2, 4, 11, and 12. Let's see what it is. It's a 2. Oh, it's going to be a fumble. It's going to be a fumble. Let's see who recovers. Does Pittsburgh lose the opportunity? No, it's a 3. They should recover on a 2 and a 1. They should recover on a 2 and a 1. 1 and a 6 on that. Let's see. They're going to hand the ball right now. Hand the ball to Pollard. Yep, it's called literally loose. There's a fumble, and Pittsburgh jumps back on it. Oh, my goodness. Fall on the ball. So, again, a fumble by Pollard. Greg Wolfley was, again, right there. Wolfley on the spot. Makes the coverage. And, again, a loose ball fumble by Pittsburgh. And it's now 3rd and goal from the 5 with about 5 minutes to play. The offensive quarter has belonged to Pittsburgh here. They're playing a much better second quarter than they did the first. 3rd and goal from the 5. What will Pittsburgh do? Pro set formation. I'm not sure they can throw short, and they are going to throw short. They're going to try to throw Swan a little hitch in the end zone. With his acrobatic in the end zone abilities, he could probably make a big catch here. Here we go. It's going to be a 1. Oh, a possible penalty. It's going to be a 3 and a 9. I think that gets called back, unfortunately. Let's see, a 3, a 6, and a 3. It's a 9. And then it's going to be a 3 on the offense, then a 9 on the roll. Let's see. Here we go. And that is incomplete. A flag is on the play. Bradshaw will look for Swan in the end zone, and it will be incomplete. Again, he was trying for Swan on a leaping catch, and no, cannot get it. Who's the call on? It's going to be offsides against Kansas City. So they'll take half the distance to the goal line, making it 3rd and goal from the 2. So Pittsburgh gets 3 yards back. Now the question is, what will they do with less than 5 minutes to play? You know what? They're going to go back. They're going to go back inside. There you go. Let's go running back, 1 halfback, and they're going to see if they can hand the ball. Line by. Oh, Harris is not the running back. He is the blocking back. Ooh. We're going to hand the ball on a blast to Pollard and see if he can get up the middle here. Here we go. Harris is going to try to block here. Harris needs to get a big, another possible penalty flag. It's going to be a 6 and a 6. Let's see if they'll call what they'll call in this one. It's a 3 and another 3. Let's see what the call is going to be. Again, it's going to be a 6 on that, so it's going to be on the Chief card. Probably not something you want to see for Pittsburgh fans. It's going to be, another possible fumble. Holy cow, can they get any more fumbles? Here's the roll. It's going to be a 5, so it is going to be a fumble for Pittsburgh. Question is who's going to recover it? Who is going to recover it? There's a penalty on the play. It's going to be a 7, and that could go to the defense. So the defense could have recovered that fumble. And let's see what the call is going to be. That's going to be a 6 on the recovery. So let's see what happens here. 4 and a 3 on that one. Here we go. And it's going to be a fumble. Yep. And Kansas City's going to jump on it on the recovery. So Kansas City has taken Pittsburgh's ball away going toward the red zone. So now the Chiefs will have it 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh's chance at getting a big lead going into the half is not going to work. Kansas City will get the ball. 4:22 to play on a fumble recovery. Don Parrish with the excellent recovery. So now here comes Bill Kenny, Delaney, and Hadnot is in the backfield. Again, do they go back to Joe Delaney here? And we're going to say yes. They're going to try to keep the ball on the ground. So here we go. It's going to be a 1. So a possible penalty is on the play. It's a 5. That is usually, if I'm correct, that is usually like an offsides or something. Let's see if they call it. Maybe they'll blow the ball dead. So it's going to be a 3 and a 2 and a 3. Would it be amazing if it's another fumble and Pittsburgh can get it back? And oh no, Penny's going to throw it. The 3rd time he's thrown a 5 on that. And there is a penalty flag, and I think they're going to call it a mandatory penalty. Is offside. So motion on Kansas City. They'll march them halfway back, and it's now 1st and 13 at their own 3 with about over 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Pittsburgh is sensing blood. They are going to try to bring everybody. They're going to try to bring they're going to try to bring the blitz here. Blitzburg in effect here in Pittsburgh. Can they get a good rush? It's going to be a 2. That's a possible pass rush. And then it's going to be a 5 and a 6. So 5, a 1, and a 5. 5, 1, 5. Do they get a pass rush off? Nope. 1 linebacker. It's an off tackle. And it's going to be a possible fumble. So a fumble. 2 to 7 gets the fumble. It's a 3. So Kansas City is not going to hold on to the football here. That's going to be a fumble. And Pittsburgh can get a goal-to-go opportunity if they can get it back. It's a 7. Pittsburgh should recover. Can Pittsburgh recover? Let's see. Again, we're rolling for the we're rolling for the recovery. It's a 2. Let's see. Hands the ball off to him. Fumble. Who gets it? It's Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh on the recovery. Does Pittsburgh have it? Yes. Run with it. Try to score, big man. Oh, they're going to try to score. Pittsburgh picks up the loose football. They've got it in their hands. Here they come. No, they tried to. Jack Lambert on the recovery. He stripped it and recovered it. Lost a yard, and Pittsburgh again will be in the red zone. With 4:03 to play in the first half, Pittsburgh again has a first and goal at the Chief 3. So the Chief offense has been completely stopped in the second half, the second quarter here. It's first and goal from the 3 with 4 minutes to play. Boy, now Pittsburgh's going to run a tight end offense. They're going to put an extra in. It's going to be Pollard. Let's see if they don't give up a fumble here. So the tight end usually is like an eye offense. Let's see. It's going to be a 2, so nothing doing on the penalty. It's a 3 and a 6. So let's see what happens. It's a 1 and a 5. Can they make the play? Can they make the play? It's going to be a 6, and Pollard for 4. I think he's going to burst through for the touchdown. Pollard up the middle and over the top. Touchdown, Steelers. This time it's a one-play drive in the Chiefs' end zone, and the Steelers take a 13-3 lead with 4 minutes to play. And that will mean Mark Malone will hold again for David Trout for the extra point. So a big time here. So Pittsburgh takes advantage this time of the miscue by Kansas City. So let's see, here comes the kick. It's a 6. That should be good, it says. Oh, possible penalty. Uh-oh. That's not going to be good. Let's see if hopefully they don't call this one. So it's going to be a 1 and a 5. Let's see here. Here comes the kick. It's going to be a 2. And again, it's going to be a 1 and a 5. So the kick is going to be good. It's good, but there's a penalty flag. Let's make sure that's not going to go against Pittsburgh here. Oof, they almost didn't get it off. It goes through the uprights. Let's see if they call it back or enforce it on the kickoff. Let's see what the call is. And it's going to be an extra point. It's going to be an offensive. There's a roughing the kicker. Holy cow. So if they do that, let's see. They accept the penalty on the kicking off team. They'll kick off from the 50. If they accept the penalty, looks like they will make it 13-3. Looks like they may have to re-kick it. You know what? We're going to go ahead and decline it and force the kickoff. So Pittsburgh adds the extra point. They will kick off now from the 50. 3:45 to play first half as Pittsburgh has taken over the second period here. Let's see if Trout can now get a booming kick starting there. And it's going to be on a 1 possible penalty. And it's going to be a 3 and 11. So a 5 and a 6 will be it. Let's see what kind of kick they get. And that's going to be again to be a 3. It's going to be a 5 and a 6. Let's see. Let's see what happens. It's going to be an 11, 0 yards, 1 back. So let's see. Penalty flag on the play. So they're going to see if they may call it as they may call it back here, whatever the run back is for Kansas City, or they may just take it in the back of the end zone. Oh my, look at that booming kick. And it goes out of the end zone for a touchback. Let's see, it's going to be, the yards will be addressed on the kickoff. So now let's see what happens here. Now they kick off from the 45, I think. So penalty was on Pittsburgh. So let's go ahead and kick off again here. And here's a kickoff. Let's see, there's no penalty this time. This one, it will work. It'll be a 5 and a 12. So a 5 and a double 6s. So let's see if they're able to get a good kick here. It's going to be 18 yards and one return. So a kickoff return will be a 5 and then a 4. And let's see what Kansas City can bring it back with. This will be a good time for Kansas City to get a good return. 27 yards on the return. So let's see where it goes. So the kickoff from the 40 is kind of a short kick. They should have went deep with this. I'm not sure why Trout didn't really kick this one. But looks like they are going to return it. It's going to be kickoff returner. It's going to be takes it from the 10. So it's either James Murphy or Carlos Carson. So here comes the return. It's going to be 27 yards. So a good return for the Chiefs, who will get it at their own 38-yard line. What a return there for James Murphy. So Murphy with a good return will kick it from their own 35, 3:25 to play in the half. Pittsburgh with a 11-point lead, 14-3. So Pittsburgh, you know what? They're just going to sit back on a pass here. They're not going to try anything crazy here. And here it comes. It's going to be a 5, so nothing there. It's going to be a 4 and a 4. So let's see. It's going to be on the defensive card. That could be possibly good, possibly a pick. Let's see if we're right. Oh, no. It's going to be a running play. It's going to be 15 yards or 5 yards. Let's see what they get. And it's a 3. Oh, my goodness. What a run there. So an off-tackle run for 15 yards. And Pittsburgh is kind of giving a little bit. Kansas City only down 11, so they pull a running game out of the hat, as they say. So another big gain for 15 yards takes them to midfield. And again, it's Joe Delaney. So again, big run there. So Kansas City 1st and 10 from midfield, 2:46 to play in the half. Question is, will Kansas City keep the ball on the ground here? They're going to try to block. They're going to try to double team Delaney again if they can. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a 2, so it's not going to be any kind of penalty. It's going to be a 1-6, so it is going to be on. It is going to be on the Kansas City Chiefs offensive play card. Let's see what the call is. And it's going to be Delaney. He, again, is going to be keyed. So he's going to be brought down solidly. Another excellent play by Pittsburgh. This time, J.T. Thomas comes up from his safety position and makes a key stop. So now it's a 2nd and 11. And now see if they go here. They're going to see if they're going to go. Oh, 2:12 left. Still all 3 timeouts left. Let's see what Pittsburgh will now do. It's going to be a pass. They're going to just try to play the percentages here on a pass. It's going to be a 2 on there, and it's going to be a 5 and a 3. It's going to be on the defensive card. Let's see how bad the result is. Hopefully they did not run the ball again. They think they're not going to. Oh, they are. Offensive end +7 or +1. Let's see. Do they get the big run? It's around the corner. Pittsburgh will try to stop them. No, they will not stop them. So a nice run up the middle. And let's see as they go for the sidelines. So 7 yards for Joe Delaney. So nice block there by Tom Condon. So 3rd and 4 from the Steeler 44. 2:12 remaining. Getting down to there is the 2-minute warning. So we have a 2-minute warning here at Three Rivers with the score. Pittsburgh 14 and Kansas City 3. Let's see if Pittsburgh now. There's a big play here for them. They're gonna try to run key on Delaney here. He's been keying him all day long. Let's see if they decide to do it. Here we go. It's going to be a 2. No penalty. It's going to be a 4 and a 4. So let's see if the call is going to be rightly made. Either that or it's going to be bad. Oh, it's going to be an end around on a 4 again. It's going to be a 1st down. Possible 15 yards. Does he get the 15? No, he only gets 5. But that's enough for a 1st down. So a 9. So it was 5 yards, 6 to 10. They get 5 in the 1st down. Let's see if Kansas City calls a timeout here. Joe Delaney kind of takes it to the sidelines here. Gets a 1st down, but do they get the clock stopped? Nope, they don't. Oh, they may have gotten it out of bounds. So a 1st down from Delaney. Let's see if they call a timeout here. And let's see what they are going to do. Are they going to call a timeout? No, they must have got it out of bounds. So 1:52 remaining. They're going to again go to Delaney. They're going to try to again stop him again. They seem to be the one that they're going to go with here. So again, here it comes. It's going to be a 6. So no penalty flag. It's a 6-6. It's going to be on the Pittsburgh defense. That should benefit them in this play call if they run the ball. Let's see. It's going to be an off tackle on a 6. That's a possible fumble once again. So let's see. It's a 5. It will be a fumble. Let's see who will recover it will be the question. Who recovers? It's a 5. Joe Delaney should recover his own fumble here. So roll it again on the recovery. It's going to be a 2 and a 6 on the return. So let's watch it. I believe Delaney does on the fumble rules. I believe on the 5 he gets it back. Let's say there's a fumble and he jumps back on it. So they'll get the ball back. It was Matt Hackelshoff recovers it. So Delaney strip an offensive lineman, got it for the Chiefs. So now they may have to use one of their timeouts. Pittsburgh not going to. They're not going to Kansas City anymore. They have to. 1:30 to play. Still all their timeouts remaining. No, I don't think we're going to do that. Hang on. Hang on. Do we want to do that or not? I don't think that's the smart call here. And let's go to pass. So we'll go to pass. So let's see. I don't think they're going to run the ball again. I don't think they are. Let's see. It's going to be a 5. So nothing going on there. It's going to be a 6 and a 5 and a 4. So why would they keep running the football? Let's see if they do. It's going to be a short pass, and that's a 9. That could be a pick. 2 to 6 is an interception. It is 7. Oh, it's batted away. Nearly intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Incomplete pass. Oh, Jesus. So Kenny tries to throw, and he almost got stepped in front of it. That would have been a pick. So again, that's a 3rd and 11, 1:30 to play. It's incomplete. Again, Kansas City not using any of their timeouts. Pittsburgh will go back in their 4-3. They're not going to go in any kind of stupid dime or anything like that. And they're going to go ahead in a simple pass. They're going to go ahead and they're going to let the odds play and see what happens. It's going to be a 1. That's a possible penalty. It's a possible defensive penalty. 4 and a 6. So a 1 and a 5. Let's see what the call will end up being here. 4 and a 6 on the play. Let's see what the call is. If they run, if they pass, they don't want to give them a big play. There it is. It's going to be a short pass on a 6. It's 14 yards and a penalty's on the call. There's a first down. What a catch. And they'll get to the marker and a first down and then some. So let's see what the call is. It's going to be a holding against Kansas City. They'll accept it and bring it back. 3rd and 21. So again, a big penalty on the Chiefs. 3rd and 21 from midfield with 1:15 to play in the first half. Pittsburgh going back to the 4-3 again with 3rd down time. They're going to go with, let's see. I think they're going to go pass again. They just have to not play. They're not going to try to double coverage somebody and leave somebody open. It's going to be a 2. That's good. 4-8. So they throw a short pass here on a 4-8. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Possible pass rush. Let's see what happens. 5 on it. No, it's going to be a 4 on an 8. So 4-8. Let's see what happens. Here it comes, and it's going to be a 4 there. And dump pass. Ooh, sorry, give me 1 second. That's again something not really looking at here. And then that will be the 5 and the 3. Let's see. Here we go. And passing play 2 dice. So again, let's use this. That gets confusing with all the. Oh, he throws a long pass, and it's going to be a receiver. Holy crap! It's going to be a receiver, and it's going to be a 5, and it's going to be a 10. Oh my goodness! 4 and a 6. Tell me they did not get a big play on this, and no, they're not. So luckily, they threw it downfield to Joe Delaney, almost like a super pass play, incomplete. It comes a dump off. So now it's going to be 4th down midfield, and Pittsburgh should get the ball back with 1:07 remaining. Bob Rupp will come back out. So now what do? You know what? 4th down, 1:07 remaining. We're going after Bob Rupp. We'll see if we can get ourselves a punt block. So Pittsburgh is going after the punt. Let's see what happens here. It is going to be a 2, so there's no penalties, and it's going to be a 5 again on an 8. So let's see if he gets it rushed or something. What happens? Oh, no blocks on there. So 8 is going to be 39 yards. So let's see here. They'll go ahead and roll that. It's going to be on a 3, and then a 3 and a 2. Oh, didn't need that. Let's see what happens. So here comes the block. Here comes Pittsburgh, and they get it off. With 1:07 left, Pittsburgh will have time to probably run a couple plays. They do have all 3 timeouts left. Let's see if they let it bounce or do they take it. Let's see what the call is. They're gonna try to run with it. So here it comes. Jim Smith is going to try to run with the ball here, and that's going to be a 3 and a 4. So here it comes. Oh, only gets 3 yards. So Jim Smith unable to get a big return as he juked him, but he got stuffed early. So Pittsburgh will have it, probably about 1 minute remaining at their own 14, so they don't want to make a mistake here. So they probably will see if they can run the ball on Franco here. Yep, Franco will probably get the ball here. Here we go, 1 minute to play. Let's see, no penalties. Nope, a 4 is no penalty. They'll get it on their own card. It's on Franco's card. It's a 3 and it's a 7. Here we go. 3-7, and it's going to be a short gain for Franco Harris. How about that? They were trying not to get a big run, and they just got himself a big one. A 6 on the short gain. So that will be, let's see, gains up to Harris. That's going to be at least probably a 15-yard gain up the middle for Harris. They're not going to call a timeout either. Oh, and a big gain. So Franco Harris taking the football here. What a run for Franco. So here it is. Does Kansas City take a timeout? No, they will not take a timeout. None. They'll not. They'll just take the ball with 30 seconds to play. Again, they're not going to hurry. They don't need to hurry. Pittsburgh is not in any hurry. Off tackle to Sidney Thornton. As Franco Harris comes out of the football game. Again, here is the running play. It's going to be a 2 and a 6. Let's see what happens on a 4. There's no penalty flag. It's going to be a 2 and it's going to be a 4. It's going to be a 2 and it's going to be a 6. So 2 and a 4, and here we go. A 6, and it's going to be a short gain for Sidney Thornton. Holy cow. So back-to-back short gains for Pittsburgh. That's going to be 15 yards, I think. 2 and a 5 is 7. So 7, because the 2 is 20 yards. So here comes Sidney Thornton. And now all of a sudden they may have time. So Chuck Noll may throw a timeout out there and give Bradshaw one pass at the end zone. So let's see what they do here. So a big gain of 15. Do they call a timeout? And yes, they do. So Pittsburgh calls one of their timeouts. 22 seconds to play. 3 receivers now. And now Pittsburgh is going to try to get one big play, and they're going to try to throw in for Stallworth. 55 yards away. See if Pittsburgh can get a huge gain here. It's going to be a 3, so there is maybe a pass rush, but it's a 9. We'll see what that does. That could be exciting. Let's see. It's on the Chiefs' defensive card, or that could be an interception. It's going to be a 6 and then a 5 and a 4. So let's see here. Here it is. Here's the run. Defensive back in zone or 32 yards. If he gets this play, they can call a timeout to possibly set up one final play or a field goal. Bradshaw looks. He looks. He throws. Let's see if Stallworth is able to get this. Does he catch it in line? No, it's over his head. So again, Daron Cherry came over and batted away. 2nd and 10, 15 seconds to play. Pittsburgh again, they're thinking short, but you know what? We're going to go 4 wide receivers. Here we go. Sidney Thornton, the lone running back. It's time to throw Bomski, and they're going to look Swan for it here. 55 yards away with 15 seconds to play. Here it comes. It's going to be a 5, so no penalty flag. It's going to be on Bradshaw's card. 3 and a 7. Let's see if the defense covers them or not. Here it comes. It's right. It's going to be a must run, so Harris is going to come out of the pocket. He's going to try to run. Did he get a small number? Yes, he does. It's a 4 on a run. That'll get him 10 yards and a first down. Let's see if that stops the clock enough. That'll probably get him. They'll probably still have time to run maybe 1 or 2 plays. So Harris comes out of the pocket, and Bradshaw comes running out. Oh, and he slides. And Chuck Noll is right there by the official calling timeout. So all of a sudden, they were dead deep back in their own end. And another first down for Pittsburgh. And again, they call a timeout with 8 seconds to play. So Pittsburgh at the 45. So again, let's try it again with 4 wide receivers. Pittsburgh wants to see if they can maybe try to get the big jugular shot right now. So they're going to throw a bomb. Again, they're going to go for Stallworth. Here we go, baby. Let's see a pass here. Here's the pass. It's going to be a 2. There's not going to be anything on this. 5-8. It's going to be on the Chiefs' defensive card. On a 5. Uh-oh, possible pass rush. 5 and a 3. If Bradshaw gets sacked, and so be it. Here we go. Oh, it's a pass rush. Oh, Lordy. That is going to probably be bad news for Pittsburgh. 3, 6. Uh-oh, we think we're in trouble here. Here he goes. It's going to be a 1 die. Roll the 1 die. It's a 3. And here we go. And then let's see. Quarterback fumble recovery. Are you kidding me? It's going to be a 5 there. So here we go. Bradshaw steps back. He's looking, and here comes the pass rush as Bradshaw is destroyed in the backfield. Mike Bell came and dropped him for an 11-yard loss. And let's see, they just allow the clock to run out. I think that's it, and that will be the half. They're unable to stop the clock again. So let's look at the score so far. Baltimore and New England are 14-14 so far. So that's an exciting one at the half. Let's see what else is here. Dallas leads Washington 10-7. Chicago leads Green Bay 14-7. Los Angeles leads Houston 17-7. As that is the Rams 13-yard touchdown run by Wendell Tyler. They scored the first 2 scores. Houston has come back with one of their own. But Los Angeles still leads by 10. Dolphins lead the Cardinals 17-10. So the Miami makes a trip to the Midwest. Tampa Bay leads Minnesota 13-3. I believe that was a Thursday night opener. Atlanta all over New Orleans 21-3. So they're having a big lead there. Wow. The New York Jets lead the Bills 38-23. And that is just in the first half of the Jets offense. Oakland leads Denver 17-7. That is one of the regular games there. It is the Giants leading the Eagles 6-3 at the half. And then it's Seattle leads Kansas City 10-6. And then it's San Francisco leading Detroit by the score of 17-7. There's a guy named Joe Montana on that team. So now let's go to the half. Thank you so much, folks. Well, we'll finish this one right here, actually. Let's see if we can show some defensive plays, or maybe we can't show the stats. Well, that will do it. So again, we're trying to play a half here. So Pittsburgh scores 14 points in the second quarter, and they lead Kansas City by the score of 14-3. Well, folks, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone's time here so far. This again has been another 1 hour of football today. So hopefully everyone enjoys that. I hope everyone has a great wild card weekend. We'll play the 3rd and 4th periods probably again this weekend, long as the people enjoy the game and continue viewing it. So we'll talk to you again. The score at the half here in Three Rivers: Pittsburgh 14 and Kansas City 3.